Hello and welcome back to this episode of your Kingsport blog video update. I'm Jeff Fleming, City Manager of Kingsport, and I'd like to give you a quick rundown on some of the current events. We just received our comprehensive annual financial report, which we call the CAFR. It was presented to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen last night. They received the CAFR. It also includes the audit, and the good news is that for many years now, Kingsport has received very good audit findings. And why is that important? Because maintaining finance is key to maintaining public trust. And so while things are going smoothly, and we're making sure that we process all the documents and balance all the books, it doesn't get a lot of fanfare unless that doesn't happen one year, and then it becomes a major crisis. So for years now, our city finance and accounting staff has done a fantastic job of keeping us, in compliance with all applicable governmental accounting procedures. I often share the story that whoever travels and you turn in your receipts, if there's something inconsistent on there, you will get it returned and it will be corrected. And it makes no difference what your position is within the city. No one is exempt, because at the end of the day, it's not our money, it's taxpayers' money. And so how we manage that is of paramount importance to maintaining the integrity of our governmental system. So hats off to our accounting and finance staff for the fantastic job that they do. The auditors also mentioned that they spend about 30,000 hours a year reviewing these types of accounting activities from D.C. all the way down to the Tri-Cities area, and that Kingsport ranks at the top in terms of the professionalism of the staff. Many cities don't even have staff that can help with this. They have to hire a different consultant to close the books and another consultant to audit it. So we're very fortunate to have the caliber of employees that we have. So again, next time you see anybody from finance and accounting from the city government, please be sure and pat them on the back and thank them for the great job that they do for us. Along those lines, we are in the process of refunding some bonds. That's the technical term, but refunding in common terms, we would call it refinancing. So we'll be refinancing bonds that will result in a savings of well over $1 million for our taxpayers. So they continually look for opportunities to save money in terms of interest rates and investments and those kinds of things. So that'll be forthcoming here in the near future. So look for that. Higher education, we're expecting another at least 200 more students in the downtown higher education, the academic village, come fall, and that's a result of Tennessee's Promise. Tennessee's Promise is encouraging folks to get involved for higher education. It can be community college, it can be for four-year colleges, but the main thing is to get back involved and pursue your degree. So lots of incentives and reasons to get back involved are being put out there. So if you have a student, I'm sure that you know about that. But we believe that's going to result in at least 200 more students in downtown Kingsport. Now, in 1999, as part of the Economic Summit, we identified a higher education initiative. First building opened in 2002, so here we are in 2015, and we are now seeing 2,800 students in downtown Kingsport. So the basic question is, where are they going to park? And we had an announcement last month about a new employer coming downtown that's going to have ultimately, hopefully, 500 employees. Again, the question was, where are they going to park? What we did is take a GIS map where you can clip the footprint of any building and you can superimpose it on downtown. In this case, we used a Walmart Supercenter. And when we did that, the grocery was at the entrance to the higher ed center, and the garden center was at Chef's Pizza. So basically 2 city blocks wide is a typical Walmart Supercenter. And we all go to Walmart or to big box shopping and don't think a thing about where we park and how far we walked once we're inside the store. So the message here is that downtown is very walkable, it's very accessible, and there are 1,200 available free spaces in downtown Kingsport. You may have to walk a block or two, but they are there. And part of the urban experience is that there's not a parking space in front of every single business or every single school or office. So part of the urban experience is getting out and enjoying walking a block or two, passing by restaurants, passing by shops, and hopefully buying something while you do that. But but there is plenty of parking available. We also took the footprint of the entire Northeast State campus from Bluntville and superimposed it on downtown, and it extended from Clinchfield Street to well past Broad Street to First Baptist Church to Main Street. So again, if you were at the suburban campus of Northeast State, you wouldn't think a thing about walking from First Baptist Church to the Higher Education Center, just as a matter of course. But when you get to downtown Kingsport or a downtown environment, when you have to cross a street, it makes it feel like it's a little longer, but it's really not. So hopefully we can change the culture and let folks know that everything is basically a 3-minute walk from anywhere in downtown Kingsport, and that there are plenty of parking. It's just distributed over a little wider area. So look forward to all those good things happening in the downtown area. Last night, the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, in cooperation with the Kingsport Housing and Redevelopment Authority and the Board of Education, considered a proposal that would begin the process of potentially renovating Lee Apartments. Most folks are familiar with the Riverview community and what has happened over there in terms of redeveloping those publicly subsidized federal housing that was built in the 1940s. Now there are new homes in that area, and then there are also what's considered scattered site development like Sherwood Hiwassee and also over off Bloomingdale Pike, replacement housing, so to kind of disperse the concentration of development so it's a little less dense. This is an opportunity to begin the same kind of thought process for Lee Apartments. Kingsport Housing and Redevelopment Authority has an initiative called Choice Neighborhoods Initiative, and they've been working for a long time now with neighborhood surrounding Lee Apartments, surrounding Cloud Apartments, to say what is the future of these neighborhoods and what is the future of public housing in these neighborhoods. The old Lee School, which is currently Cora Cox Academy, which is also known as DB Excel Academy, is located just off Sevier Avenue between Myrtle, Tennessee Street, and Poplar Street. KHRA would like to take an option on the property that contains Cora Cox Academy. It also contains the school maintenance facility. If KHRA is awarded the grant, then the city will have to provide funding to relocate the school maintenance facility and also relocate Cora Cox Academy into facilities that are equivalent to what they have right now. It doesn't say they have to be bigger, it doesn't say they have to be more expensive, but it does require that you'd have to find comparable facilities for them. It's probable that it would be temporary facilities in terms of Cora Cox. It'd be temporary facilities because we do expect that that's going to grow into about a 300 pupil initiative here in the near future. So Board of Mayor and Aldermen voted last night to take that chance, take that calculated risk, apply for the grant. If we do receive the grant, we will need to relocate those facilities. It will allow the construction of about 59 units on what is now the Lee School / Cora Cox Academy site. And half of those units would be public housing, and the other half would be market rate housing. So that would allow the same number of publicly subsidized houses across the street to be taken out of commission and then eventually demolished and torn down and then replaced in future funding cycles. Again, there's no guarantee that there's going to be funding available to complete future phases of renovation of Lee, but the Kingsport Housing and Redevelopment Authority is certainly committed to trying to make that happen. So the board decided to take a calculated risk, and hopefully it will pay off. So that is your quick update from Kingsport Blog, and as always, you can check it out at kingsportblogger.com if you'd like to have information in between.